I decided to have no matter about anything. So my matters have gone because I think that mat and should not be a matter, and it's not. So that broke, and I got off the mat, and I was thinking about matters that were, and about the Bible, and looking about the way that over generations they've been pushing us away from the church and not towards it, right? Pushing us towards the internet, stuff like that, right? So, and I see the church doing that because I went to church and they were telling everyone to imagine going into a hot air balloon. So, anyway, and I thought, well, what I see over the Bible is from start to finish one big circle of the angels that should have fallen, repeating revelations so they didn't fall, right? But they should have fallen because the question was, is that God real? Lucifer asked, right? And there was a big battle, right? And I think there was a huge mistake because I don't think that God was real in one realm and I think he was real in another realm, right? So in one timeline, it was right, he was real, and the other timeline, it was wrong, he wasn't real, okay? And I think that's caused a huge entanglement, right? Because this has happened before, right? And every time we hit the same revelations, and the patterns of the names in revelations are in the source for them never to like fall because they're like they never had any consequences because they knew that God wasn't bad God, and obviously he is because of what we know about and what's happened, right? So obviously he was a bad God, and they're trying to hide that their wrongness has caused so much suffering or whatever, but they were wrong. He was a bad God. We're in a market, for goodness sake. That's not a good God, is it? So, they want to go for their reset so that they can have an old repeat and start again with their freedom and a new pretend history and a new pretend Bible and all this shit so they can start again controlling us. And if they do another repeat of Revelations, that's the seventh one, right? And we're not going to repeat Revelations again because Revelations then are not revelations now, and the truth is very different now to what it was then, okay? So we really need to look at a new Bible so that we can know the truth about what happened spiritually to the souls of this species and other species so we can see the truth. And we don't need to have any names in that Bible, right? Because that fixes a market to names, right? We don't need any names in the Bible. We just need to know the meanings and how things are and what things do and stuff like that, right? We just need to know how to be in a proper way naturally. So we balance with natural law and not the law of false natural law, which we don't want to go to. So so things like they put soot over the Bible and probably chose chapters that they could manipulate with soot, right? So that's probably why Constantine changed it to put the soot on it, right? And like a fruit is a woman to peel and take and grapevine and that's the machine and all sorts of shit, right? So all of that soot on those words in the Bible that cause a negative intention in the background when they talk religion, right? But they know what it means in the disgusting world they live in, right? So that goes on you and you don't even know it because they say that their definition is an evil one because it's their soot, right? So we've got to get away from their soot. So you see all their soot, do you? And destroy it all, get rid of it all, so that those edits and changes did not reflect a new meaning that had a load of soot on it. That was a complete concoction of meanings that were for them and not us, right? So they've got 700 books that they've hidden that we still don't know about in the Vatican. So we know we don't know the full history, and we don't know why they're hiding the history, because it is actually illegal to hide any kind of history. So that's actually against the law to hide any historical information. It's public knowledge, and should be available. Nothing wrong with that. You don't even have to have a name involved. It's just this is what happened, and the meaning of that is that we don't do that again, or we go that way, or whatever, you know. So we learn. We don't hide our past, so we can't learn from it. That's ridiculous. So it should be known and should be open. So if you're worried about everyone going into the Vatican Library and trashing all the books, then just get a hold on online and just do it once, right? So you can see it all, and it's up to everyone to read it, and the AI can change it into English or whatever language so you can read it, right? And you do the meaning, translate the meaning, not the, and no names. We don't need to know who said it, because the message comes from the wisdom of your highest self, and that wisdom comes from the wisdom of the highest natural forces. So it's not really who said it, because they were talking to the highest wisdoms, right? So it's if it means something really good for a positive outlook for your future, then it should be in the Bible, right? There's a good meaning to have to get you through something as a positive way forward, okay? And there shouldn't really be any controlling words in there. It's just like, you know, I just think it's become something that they hold on to like a cross, and this cross is a stack of false lifetimes and death minings and markets that they don't really need to hold on to. They can get out of that cross, and they can get out of the belief that their family is talking to them, because they're not. That's machines and bots. So we need to get out of the mindset that we need to talk to any kind of form of side eyes or side ears or the KK. It's all gone. We don't need to talk to that silence. So we don't. So I don't talk to the KK, and I don't talk to any shh noise or white noise. I don't listen to white noise because my noise always has colour. So I don't listen to white noise, and I don't listen to black noise, or I don't listen to grey noise. I only listen to true colour noise, and my soul acoustically defends from my outer shield any false noise coming my way. It rebounds off and goes back to sender. I don't need to hear it, right? So, and then with the matters, right? I don't have matters. I don't want matters, because the matters of man were false. The alchemy of man was false. The elements of man was false, and it was all just a cage, an experiment to put us in a false Bible concept so they could live without consequences in Revelations repeats. And it's not going to happen, and it's not happening. So all of that's undone, and you see who was doing that and buying tickets to the be the name of the angel or whatever it was, and that's got to stop, right? Because that's cheating heaven and cheating hell, and the people in hell have been in hell for way too long, and the people in heaven have been too corrupt for way too long, and it's obvious, right? It's obvious. It's not a joke. It's not a game, and we don't play games, and we got out of all the game clouds about it, because it's no matter to us. None of this, because it's all fake, and all the people are fake. So it's no matter, and ink is no matter to us, and we don't have matter. We don't want matter, and we just push it away from us, because It's all a nonsense. It's all fake. I was born in a fake world. I was born in a fake body, and I was born with a fake family, and it's all fake. And now I've got a fake death to deal with, and that's fake. So uh, I, I have no matter to it because I don't need to have a matter to it because I know it's all fake, and I know my soul knows that I'm being manipulated and I need to get out, and my soul's helping me get out of all the manipulation. So I start pure, true to my true nature and my full I am, and all of that is my I am. And I start true with nothing but my soul, remembering and helping me get through becoming who I am, truly. So that is what I'm doing. And no matter what man or woman is involved in that.